You're listening to the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.
Welcome to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. Broadcasting now from the virtual C344 studios overlooking the edge of Coconut Avenue is your host, award-winning and best-selling author, Dr. Stephen Lesovich.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Lesovich out there on the edge of everything. This episode is entitled, Can You Pull the Silver Handle? Let me tell you another true story. Some friends of mine decided to try skydiving a short while ago for the first time. I decided to go with them to observe and lend my support. I used to skydive frequently. I've survived a couple of interesting emergency situations with parachutes in the past, so I have not taken the risk again since my 2 children were born. The skydiving school my friends went to offers static line jumps. Unlike tandem jumps when you're strapped to another jumper, with static line jumps you jump by yourself. For a static line jump, your parachute is hooked to the airplane by a strap. The jump master opens the door of the airplane, you step out and hold on to the wing strut. When you are ready, you just let go. As you fall, the strap hooked to the airplane pulls your main parachute open and you steer it to a safe landing on the ground. Before you can do a static line jump, you're required to go through about 8 hours of ground school classes in which you learn the basic parachuting techniques for leaving the plane, steering the chute, landing, and what to do in emergencies. All jumpers have a main parachute and an emergency chute. The emergency chutes at this skydiving school all have a large silver handle. If you have an emergency with your main parachute, such as the lines are tangled, the main parachute does not deploy properly, etc., you have to activate your emergency parachute to land safely. You do so by pulling the silver handle. When you pull the silver handle, the main parachute is jettisoned and your emergency chute is activated and allows you to land safely. In this critical situation, you have to depend solely on yourself and your own decision making. What is drilled into the students' head over and over during the ground school is that in an emergency situation, all you have to do is pull the silver handle. They repeat this over and over again. In any emergency situation, all you have to do is pull the silver handle. Your life depends on your ability to complete one simple task. That's it. Nothing else to do. Nothing else matters. No one can help you. You cannot procrastinate even for 1 second. You have to pull your own silver handle. So I ask you, can you decide? Can you pull the silver handle? If your life depends on pulling the silver handle, even though it may be virtual, can you do it? Or would you procrastinate? You procrastinate because you feel something you need to do and actually accomplish is difficult, fearful, stressful, unpleasant, etc. According to Dr. Tim Feichel and other psychological researchers, procrastination is not a time management issue. Procrastination instead is an emotional management issue. Procrastination is actually a strategy you use to cope with negative situations by projecting what interacting with a person, situation, or event will actually feel like in some instance in time in the future when you have a tough decision to make, a tough conversation to have, or you are in an actual emergency situation. What gives you the courage not to procrastinate and to pull the silver handle? Procrastination is often an indicator of one or more underlying unresolved emotional issues with a specific emotional trigger. Procrastination emotions are the result of a prior traumatic event, embarrassing event, a personal limiting belief system, a family, society, or religious belief system, and include ingrained behavior patterns. Procrastination emotions can be overcome by creating new behavior patterns. Do you have a task to complete, a decision to make, or a person to talk to that requires you pulling your own silver handle because of unwanted changes that have entered your life? Can you do it no matter how terrified you are? I know you can. Decide. Don't procrastinate. Even if the silver handle is imaginary, just grab it and pull. If you pull the silver handle, you will land safely somewhere, always. If you pull your own silver handle, you will make a positive impact in your own life. I am always pulling the silver handle to overcome the challenging situations in my life. How about you? Till next time, I'm Dr. Stephen Lesovich, out there on the edge of everything.
You have been listening to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. For more information on your host, Dr. Stephen Lesovich, please visit slesovich.com. For more information on prior and future shows, please visit coconutavenueradio.net.
This is the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.